Ah, dear. Welcome back to ChatBot, peoples and gentle thems. This is an attempt at me actually sticking with something that I said I would do and then changed my mind and decided not to do. But you out there who are watching this, it's your fault that it's here. So if it sucks, you've got no one to blame but yourself. You asked for it. ChatBot is back. And before we do anything in regards to the recording, look down below. You see that little subscribe button that's there? If you haven't clicked that, that'll still look red. If you click it, it'll say following, and I will owe you a hug and a kiss next time I see you. Consensually, of course. If you say no, I won't blame you. I'm tall and I smell funny. Anyway, my guest for our first episode back is someone who is very new to our community, and to be honest, I'm quite new into theirs as well. But it's a human who I think everyone deserves to know a little bit more about, because they are probably the most wholesome human being on the internet as a whole. And if you've ever been on Twitter, you'll know that wholesome human beings on the internet are quite difficult to find. Please allow me to introduce my wonderful guest in the bottom corner of your screen. It's Salem!
Hi.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm tired. I've forgotten how to do these intros. I'm mentally exhausted. Thank you for being on the first show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, obviously, there is a bit of a time difference, so we have had to coordinate this quite well. And we are both, I won't say fully grown adults, because let's be fair, mentally, I'm never going to be that stuff. But Salem does have a very busy life, so we appreciate you fitting us in. Thank you very much for this.
Anytime.
How has your day been so far?
So far, so good. I was going to take a nap earlier because I stayed up way too late gaming last night. And and then had to get up and get my son ready and get him off to day camp. And then I was like, I'm going to take a nap. And then someone else was playing Phas, and they were like, do you want to play? And I was like, yeah, I do.
When do you not? When do you not want to play games? Come on.
I was like, sleep will happen when it happens. It's whatever.
Sleep is
fine.
natural. Eventually I'll be so tired, I'll just fall asleep wherever I am.
Exactly. I'll just pass out. My body will tell me when it's time.
I might not know that it's told me. I may be asleep instantly, but it'll definitely happen as it needs to go. So people who are unfamiliar with ChatBot, what we do is I find a willing guest, and we sit down to play a game of their choice for anywhere between 30, 45 minutes, there or thereabouts, and we just have a casual discussion and get to know a little bit more about our guest while we play a game. Now, I am a big old scaredy cat. I am terrified of a lot of games. Salem, on the other hand, is not. You like a bit of the old scary stuff, don't you?
I wouldn't say that I don't get scared. I do. I just do it anyway and then complain about it later.
Yeah, see, I complain about it at the time while it's happening. Yeah. As we'll tell, we're playing Phasmophobia, and you can see on your screens right now, there's a slight difference in skill base. Salem is level 314. Take away the 3 and the 1, and you've got my skill level. I'm level 4, but it's fine. It's okay. We're gonna do some things and some stuff and see how it goes as we get through. So I need to remember how to actually start a game. Do I need to select a job first?
Yeah. So select one of the maps. So just go to select job.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, you just left.
Oh, what the hell? How did I leave? How did I leave? Oh, come on. Do I need to get back into this again? I'm going to have to quickly create another private game. See, chat, this is the things you learn. So
you can enter back into the same lobby if you want.
Oh, can I go back into the same one?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, all it did was just make me the lead. That's all.
Game. Right, hang on. This is the thing. I'm using my controller for like the first time ever. And it's not like...
I don't know how you play this game with control. I don't know how you play State of Decay with a controller, frankly.
Because I'm old. It's the best answer I could give. It's the only way I get through anything. I think that's the right code. It is the right
you
code.
got it.
I did it. Right, now,
okay.
So you're in charge. That's good. That means you're in control.
So I'll select a job. I'll do Tanglewood, which is what you do in the tutorial, and we're going to stay on amateur, so it'll be nice and just chill and relaxed, and then as you get a little more comfortable, we'll kind of scale it up a little bit.
Thanks, Mom.
You're going to want to, the slider button underneath the unready word, you're going to want to take that all the way to 0, because that's the in-game volume. Yeah, and you'll hear feedback.
I was going to say that.
And since I have
both,
yeah, and I've gone ahead and added all the equipment we're going to need.
Cool. See, now this is the thing. I am the professional on the audio recording who knows jack shit about the game. So I'm just taking my cue of, I know what I'm doing. Yes, I will nod and smile and make a mess of things as I go. So in addition to playing games, like while you're getting the game itself underway, in addition to things like Phasmophobia, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Who are you and where can people find you?
So I am on Twitch. Obviously, I'm a streamer as well. My handle is Salem84012. I'm also on Twitter, same screen name. Instagram, same screen name. Made it nice and easy. Figured that would be the best way to go about it. Yeah, I've been gaming since I could hold a controller. My mom was actually the one that got me into it. She played like Nintendo and Sega, so we always had like a console in the house. And she would beat the bosses for me when I was too young to do it. Like when I would get to a really hard pot, I'd be like, Mom, I need you to come take care of this. I can't move on. So she'd come and beat it, and then I'd continue to play the game.
And now you're the mom who has to do that.
Exactly. And now that's my position. So yeah, we've come full circle.
Yeah. How did you find getting into like Twitch and streaming as a whole? Because obviously a lot of people, it became such a massive thing during like the pandemic and lockdown. Everyone all of a sudden became, I'm going to be a full-time this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do. But how did you get started with it?
I actually got started after the pandemic. So I was in a job in the construction industry for about 6 years. And I love the construction industry, but the company that I was working for just became extremely toxic, and it really took a toll on my mental health. I have anxiety and PTSD, which I am very open with everyone and on my channel because I want it to be more accepted to talk about it and to be honest about it. So it became to the point, I had always looked at people who streamed and I thought, man, how awesome would that be? They get to chill and hang out like with their community and play games. That's the dream life right there. That's the dream. Yeah. But I never thought, I was like, but I can't do that for whatever reason. No, I wouldn't be able to do that. These people are entertaining, and that's not, there's no way. And then my job got to the point where I got to a very scary mental place, and I quit. I went to my doctor and I said, I went to my mom, and my mom was like, you need to go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor. I got put back on medication, and I'm very glad I did. Yeah. And I quit my job, and I had enough in savings that I could go for a while without working. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot, because why not? I'm not doing anything else. Let me give this a shot. And I fell in love with it from the first hour I was doing it. Yeah. And I thought, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this work. No matter what I got to do, this is now where my focus is going to be. So now I'm doing it, and I love it. I fucking love it.
As a fellow streamer can confirm, it is ridiculously addictive. Once you get into that rhythm of doing something you enjoy doing, playing a game, talking to people online, it becomes a very easy world to get lost in the best way possible. 100%. Exactly. Yeah. No, and I've met some of the best people. Like, of course, you're gonna have your handful of people who suck. That's just that's the world in general. This just makes it easier access for them. Yep. But I wouldn't, the people that I have met, like you and Z and my other community members, like, they've changed my life. It's very therapeutic, I find, personally, for me anyway. Streaming I find very therapeutic, because all of a sudden there are individuals who I probably never would have met through normal circumstances. Exactly. That you're meeting through shared interest straight away. Like, one of the hardest parts I've always found in real life anyway of getting to know people, building relationships, is finding that common ground, that common interest. When you're streaming, when you're playing games, that's kind of already there. That's how people find you in the first place, because you're playing a game that they like. You're doing something that they enjoy. How easy did you find sort of that side of things, that community building side of Twitch and streaming? A lot easier than I thought it would be. I'm very much an introvert. I like being home. I don't go out a lot. Like, I like being, because my home is my safe space, and I like being in my safe space. This is where I feel the most comfortable. So the fact that and I think that's what allowed me to create those connections, was because I was still able to do it from my safe space. Yeah. And that made all the difference in the world. So I was able to
already, I didn't have to do that awkward, okay, I'm in a new like building and town. Let me get used to this first and then try to create a connection. I already had that first part done. So I just had to build the connection, and doing it over gaming was so easy because we already had a common ground. It was already set in place for us.
Yeah.
So it was just build it from there. And then now I have, some extremely close friends that I talk to every day. We game all the time. We're involved in each other's lives, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
The community you can build online is insanely good.
Yeah.
Because of that. I mean, we host an event now. It's now an annual event. We've only had one, but we've got the second one coming up this year called The Shackening, which is a bunch of UK-based creators, myself, Z, Lucas, who's been a part of our community, Dan, a couple of others, Ellen, Nova. There's a few in England who are all travelling to meet up at a central location to go and do. So we've kind of created like our own little mini convention.
Yeah.
Have you ever attended any of the bigger ones, like TwitchCon or any of the sort of the gaming conventions or even the comic conventions that go on?
No, I haven't. I was, so I just started streaming in April. And I live on the East Coast, and TwitchCon San Diego is on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And I looked at plane tickets and I said, maybe next year.
Yes,
maybe next year.
I feel the pain of that. By the way, my items I've taken here. I've taken the EMF meter. I've taken some salt, and I have a torch.
Okay.
Hello.
Ditch that torch and take one of these black ones right here, because these are the strong flashlights.
I'm trying to remember which button will allow me to drop in this particular.
I could help you if you were playing PC, but you refuse to get on board.
I am just an absolute. Oh, there we go. I've dropped it. So I take one of these ones instead. One
of these. Yep, there you go. So this is a strong flashlight. So I'm gonna take a picture camera and a Tempe's, and this is how we're gonna.
I'm down with that. I just follow the lead. The only reason I took salt is I like to see footprints in it every so often. What I will say as well is I've noticed that I did when I first played this game. I played it on keyboard. You okay?
Yeah, I got to switch my audio in here. I can't hear the game right now. And I was like, why am I not hearing anything? It's because my audio's not on there.
Maybe that's a cheat code. Maybe that's the best way to play it.
I was like, wait a second. This isn't right at all.
I've often found that when it comes to anything horror-based, playing it, watching it, anything with the sound off becomes a lot less scary.
It does, but with this game, you have to have the sound on. Yeah, you have to have the sound. Otherwise, it's just terrible, terrible things are going to happen.
It's just going to be like, hello.
Exactly. It's going to be awful.
Hey, door. Like this door. I must admit, I do like this house. It's not often I get jealous of computer game-based properties.
Yeah, no, these houses are, and I'm telling you, they used The Sims to build these houses. They had to have. I swear they're some of the same items.
I could imagine. See, now, in that case, I'm definitely going to rely on you for guiding me around, because you are a bit of a Sims pro. You have your own, Sims build challenges and stuff online, I've noticed.
Yeah, I'm doing a Reno challenge right now. For some reason, these are not wanting to work. I'm just going to switch over my headphones real quick.
Yeah, sure. No worries. Yeah, I've seen quite a few people, definitely seen quite a few people deciding that, hey, this creator has got some awesome stuff going on, I'm going to do a challenge. How did that come about? No, we'll wait till the audio pads. It's fine, I'll just whisper.
There we go.
There you go. You got it?
I just got to change the other one. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm such a pro.
Okay.
There we go.
We got skills, we got time. I was just saying, how did the sort of the creation of these challenges come around? Because obviously they're quite.
I forgot to grab the key. I'll go grab the key real quick. So it's pretty typical in the Sims community to do shell challenges where you just do the exterior shell of a build, and then your community kind of decorates and does the interior rooms and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I had done a couple of those, but then I went camping. I went to my reunion in Tennessee that I went on. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going around taking temperatures of the rooms, and whichever has the coldest temperature, that's where the ghostie's at. And if you just want to go around the rooms and just start looking for a bone, see if you can find a bone anywhere.
I've got the EMF going as well as I go around.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So I was at the cabin that we were staying at, and of course, the first thing I thought was, I'm going to build this on The Sims. So I built it, and I thought, well, I'm gonna reno it. I'm gonna make it a little bit nicer. And then I thought, what would be even a better idea is to do a reno challenge. And I didn't know. I'm sure other people have done reno challenges before, but I hadn't seen one, so I was like, I think this would be really cool. Got the bone and the master.
Nice.
Got it.
Yeah, they've proved quite popular. You've had a lot of people joining in with these, taking part in the challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool to see. And I'm always so blown away by like the raw talent that comes out
Yeah.
from them. Like it's insane.
Yeah, it's amazing how involved people can get in the most basic of challenges in any game, I think, not just with The Sims, but it allows people to express their creativity quite a lot. And
Yeah.
I think that is a big deal for an outlet for anyone when it comes to gaming and streaming, I think, as a whole. I mean, oh, there we go, we've got a red in the kitchen.
It's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just about to tell you it's in the garage.
No, I am in.
You said a red, so it was all the way up to a 5?
Yeah, full up 5.
Oh, we might have twins.
Dun, dun.
Because I've got cold in the garage. We can do a setup in both places and just see what it does.
Oh, damn, just threw this all away. That was not what I wanted to do that.
So yeah, the challenges are going really well. And it's also really nice because I get, like, I've grown as a builder from watching, like, what they've done.
It allows
It gives me new ideas and, like, inspiration.
A big free sharing of ideas makes a massive difference to people. I mean, you strike me as quite a creative person in general anyway, not just with, like, gaming, etc. as they go. Is creativity something that you like to express yourself with?
100%. I never thought of myself as an artist. In fact, I thought of myself as I'm much more logical than anything else. And it wasn't until I started streaming that I was like, oh shit, I am creative and I do have ideas and like cool stuff that I can think of. This is a nice little side to me I never knew existed for the last 30 odd years. This would have been nice to know a little sooner.
It's like, why did no one tell me this before? We've got
exactly. I should have been informed of these things.
There's a 2 out here in the garage as well. What you were saying is possibly the twins. There was
okay, so a 2 on the EMF means that this is its favorite room.
Yeah. So
it could potentially be twins by having a 5 in the other room, or it could be a wraith, and it could be because wraiths can go through walls.
Yeah.
But we're gonna test that and see. I'm gonna put some more salt in the garage, and we're gonna see if we get footies.
See if we get.
But I'll go ahead and mark an EMF 5 in the journal as evidence.
Thank you. So what else, in addition to like the sort of the gaming side of thing and Sims helping you express your creativity, what else would you say is quite a creative outlet for you? Are you musically based, art based, anything else that gets you the creative juices flowing?
I was in a band in my early 20s. I sang.
Okay.
And I wrote poetry for a really long time when I was younger. I probably haven't written anything in 15 years, but that was an outlet at one time. And I've recently started sketching.
Okay. How are you finding this new discovery, shall we say, of your sort of your creative side?
I feel like it's really empowering to find like these different aspects of yourself. Like when you finally kind of let yourself realize, oh, hello, sir.
Hello.
When you finally, we got footies, so it's not a wraith.
Okay. I've got a cat.
When you open yourself up to, I feel like maybe for a bit too long, I was like, oh, well, I can't do that and I can't do this. And, oh, well, I'm just not like that. So I didn't try it.
Okay.
Because I just thought, well, I'm so logical brained and like, all these things have happened in my life and now I'm just a jaded old hag. Like, I'll just, this isn't who I am. And then when I was finally like,
hag.
I'm just a jaded old hag.
Okay. It sounds like it's
when I finally was like, opened myself up to the possibility of things happening, a lot more things happened.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's once you discover that aspect of yourself, I suppose, it does make it a lot easier for you to go, okay, this is opened up now. What else is there?
100%.
It's that, as bad as it sounds, it's that initial first step,
Yeah.
It's that initial,
100%.
What am I doing? What do I want to do with myself? I just drop that down. There we go.
I'm going to do the spirit box and see if it talks to me. Cool. Are you here? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you nice? Are you mean? How old are you? Where are you? Are you close? Okay. Sometimes these little bitches can hold out on things, which is super annoying.
It's every so often. I remember playing this a couple of times before with some other friends, and I was answering. Are you
That's
friendly?
what we'll do to the. Are you friendly? No.
No, not unless I have to be.
Yeah.
Do you? How old are you? That's a very personal question. I don't agree.
Exactly. It's a little rude of you to ask me, honestly.
How dare you assume?
I'm going to grab a camera and dots. If you want to grab smudge stick
Yeah. Gotcha.
and a lighter, we can smudge the garage just to get this objective.
Gotcha.
Should check our sanity too.
I think it was the 80s.
We're okay. We probably won't get hunted yet.
Nah, we're good. No one wants to hunt me. Again,
It's fine.
almost 40-year-old Scotsman. I'm past the hunting stage these days. I am well past that stage.
All right. Also, the mannequin that's in here, I've named her Dorothy.
That's
I'm
cool.
spreading the knowledge.
I like it. Dorothy, where are you? Oh, there you are, Dorothy.
Yeah, that's Dorothy.
Why is Dorothy? Why are you?
I need
facing the
this
wall?
to
Did you miss
catch on
the
and become a thing.
I'm down with that.
Thank you.
Dorothy, you're with me. Hello. I feel like I'm just like walked into a random rock concert now. I'm just standing in a dark corner with my torch on, my lighter on. Right. So for the smudge stick, do I need to use the lighter first to light the smudge stick?
As long as you have the lighter in your hand, but you'll toggle to the smudge stick, and then you'll hit. I don't know what button it is on console, but you'll hit something to light it, and then just walk around as the smudge
There
is
we
smoking.
go. Yeah, I got it. The strange thing is, Z uses smudge sticks in her. She's like smudged our house a few times.
I have smudge sticks too. I do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of incense. I do like my incense burners and all that jazz. But
There's an incense it's like a Bob Marley incense. It's the greatest thing you'll ever smell. It's so good.
is it part of me that wants to think because it's a Bob Marley incense, it probably has a particular scent to it?
It doesn't. It doesn't smell like weed. I promise.
I'm glad you said it. I was trying not to.
It doesn't, but it's so good.
I'm down with that. So in addition to, like, obviously we've mentioned the creative side. You were in a band and stuff before. You do streaming.
Mm-hmm.
You are a lot more creative. What else do you tend to find fills your time?
Well, besides my kids, which take up
Yeah, they don't.
98% of it.
As a fellow parent, I can confirm we just don't count them anymore.
Yeah.
They naturally take up the time. We don't want them to anymore. They just do.
Yeah, they just keep doing it.
Yeah, they're just there. They continuously take up the time.
So I actually got my 200-hour yoga teaching certificate in 2014.
Oh my!
So yeah, I am a yoga instructor. I taught at a studio for a few years, and then I taught at a gym for another year, and then I kind of took a hiatus for a little bit because I was doing, the 9 to 5, which ended up being the 24/7.
Yeah.
But I just recently got back into it, and I'm now teaching again at my local gym, which is awesome. We have dots, by the way.
I absolutely love yoga. Like, as a
Yeah.
whole, I love yoga. I used to do, you may have heard of it, DDP yoga. It's like a wrestling-based thing. I did that for the longest time. And all of a sudden, after 30-ish years, I was able to touch my toes on my left foot, which was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
I think it's a very I don't want to say underestimated because it's a lot more. It has for too many different males, I'll identify them as a whole. It has some stupid connotations where they go, oh, it's just all about stretching and posing, and I'm like, please stop demeaning it in such a way because flexibility is so important to everything.
Especially and when I teach in the gym, I find that a lot of men end up starting to come to my class because it is so helpful for their weightlifting.
Yeah.
And you'll have like the guys who are like, no, it's not, it's not going to be hard enough. It's not, I promise you by the end of my class, you will be sweating.
Yeah.
100%. You will get a workout and you will do something very good for your tissue and your muscles.
Yes. This is the thing.
It will benefit you.
Don't give it the respect as it does.
Yeah.
I can speak the words good. Has good words. It doesn't get the respect it deserves. So is that something you think you might want to do a little bit more of then? A little bit more? Obviously, you teach some classes now. Is that something you could see you spending a bit more time doing?
Yeah, I would love to. It's very hard to make a living as a yoga teacher. And I do have a non-compete with the gym I'm at, so I have to find a studio that's like at least over 15 miles away from that gym, which just becomes that gets a little difficult. But right now I'm just doing the one class a week, and then because during the summer gyms are dead, that's just how it is. Everyone's doing vacations and stuff. So we're gonna add a second class on Thursdays in September. So next month I'll start doing 2 classes a week, which is nice.
Are you looking forward to getting a bit more time with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You would want to just be doing more. I want to do more yoga. I need to do more yoga. I'm just falling apart. I sit at the desk. You know something? That must actually make a big difference for the streaming aspect as well, because obviously your body's a lot more used to its natural position, I suppose I would say. That you don't fall into the bad habit like I'm doing right now of slumping really badly and arching really badly.
I do. I just pay for it later, and then I have to fix it.
Oh, we're getting some lights going, and I've been shot in the room. Am I being chased? Probably. I can't see.
I can tell you if it's not a hunt, it's just an event.
Okay. Ooh, an event. Party in the USA.
And we're at 51. You can come to the truck and take
come pop some pills.
Yeah.
It's like my standard.
So we have EMF level 5 and we have dots. Which means we're not going to get spirit box because we know it's not a wraith because we saw the footprints.
Yeah.
So after it steps in the salt, it leaves like little green footprints. If it's a wraith, it won't do that because they don't touch the ground.
Okay.
That's how you can nix a wraith. Yeah. So the other thing, we also won't get writing.
Yeah.
Because none of these options have writing. So it's either going to be an Oni, a Goryo, or a Raiju.
Oh, okay.
So we need to get that last piece. So we need orbs, fingies, or freezing temps. So I'm going to just...
Which one is it?
I always set up a video camera and then just watch the computer screen.
Which one is it
to see if we get orbs.
It's the UV light for the fingerprints, isn't it?
So we need it to touch like a door or something, and then you can shine the UV light on the door and you'll see the fingerprints. Or if you don't have a UV light, what you can always do is we've got orbs. Okay. It just showed. So it's a Raiju. So the other objective is to prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix.
I am going to grab.
So I've laid 2 crucifixes down.
Oh, nice.
The ghost has to decide to hunt within 2 meters of the crucifix in order for the crucifix to work. So all we have to do is go hide and wait for that objective to check off.
Running and hiding is kind of what I specialize in.
Yep.
Hiding.
So when it starts to hunt, you will be able to hear it.
Yeah.
And if you talk, it will find you. If you have the voice activation on.
Really?
If you just go to your journal and then the pause menu and options.
Yeah.
Voice input mode should definitely be push to talk.
Where am I? Again, this is the joys of trying to do it on... voice input mode is on push to talk.
Okay, perfect.
Yay! I did it without even trying.
In theory, we'll be good. And then drop everything out of your hands except for your flashlight. Just get rid of it because you won't need it. Because this is the other thing, the Raiju, and all the ghosts can sense electrical equipment.
Yeah, so I'll put you down and put you down. Oh,
where'd you go?
I'm in the garage.
Go and get out of the garage, we're not
Yeah. Oh crap, I dropped the torch.
Get hide in the ghost room.
I'm running.
All right, follow me. We're going to run over here. So you can hide in the closets, but the ghost can open these doors and then you'll die.
I've had that
unless you close them in
once.
time. My favorite hiding spot is behind this crib in the nursery.
Okay.
So we just go back here. I'm going to click off my flashlight, scroll so that it's not in my hand, and then crouch.
Here's me. I'm crouching.
And then we chill.
Oh, hi.
And I'll have the journal open, and we'll just wait for that crucifix objective to check off, and then we'll book it out of here.
I can see inside your ear from this angle. It's very interesting.
The graphics on this game are phenomenal.
Yeah, I must say, your avatar has lovely hair.
Isn't he beautiful?
He's so pretty. I think I have that shirt.
Do you really?
Quite possibly.
Oh, you should have worn it today.
I have a lot of shirts in my cupboard that I don't fit into anymore. My weight skyrocketed. This is one thing I found. My physical health deteriorated quite a bit during like lockdown and during COVID. It was something that impacted. I hear noises. It was something that impacted me quite a bit, especially my weight. Now, my weight is just crazy compared to what it was. But overall, mental health, I think, was something that was brought a lot more to the fore during COVID. A lot of people became a lot more self-aware and more, just in general, I suppose, aware of their own mental health. How did you feel that COVID impacted your own health, be it mental, be it physical, either or? How do you feel that it had, be it a positive or a negative impact on you?
I actually, during COVID, I started working out more. I bought stuff for like at home weights and stuff. I started running a lot, and I actually ran. I was supposed to run a marathon, and it was canceled because of COVID. But I was able to do it the next year, so I ran a marathon last November.
Okay.
So I ran a lot during COVID.
Damn.
Got really, really into running. And I think that helped me a lot. And running allows me to, it's not, my doctor keeps yelling at me that like, you're literally going to tear your ankle off. Like if you keep doing this, like you've got about 2 more years left, and then I'm going to tell you need to stop. And I pay for it after every run. But there's something when you get into your rhythm, when you're running, that like nothing can compare to that feeling.
Yeah.
There's just a clarity there, and there's no room for anything else. Like I don't have room to think about, what's going on with this or what's going on with that, because I'm so focused on how the music is making me feel, how my heartbeat feels, what my pace is like, what my stride is like, how my breathing is. I'm so in tune to what my body is doing and what I need to be focused on in order to do that kind of long distance running, that there's just no room for anything else. Yeah. And it's so nice to be able to just kind of walk away from life for a little bit while at the same time doing something that's good for me.
Yeah, it allows you that. I think the one thing a lot of people seem to miss is that ability to disconnect. Distance yourself from literally your standard everyday activities that you're doing, and just find something where you can not really switch the brain off, because that implies that your brain isn't on anymore. Yeah. But disconnect from your average day. I often find that, and I think I've heard this from a few other people, that it's that distancing from your work life and your personal life. Finding that balance between the two. But balance is key to everything: physical, mental, all of this. Your health, your well-being, your day-to-day life. Balance is key. And I think it's something that goes sorely missed. So as someone who doesn't run, it's nice to hear that you've got that link to running.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by it. My knees won't like it, but I might give it a try. I'm intrigued by that.
Even just...
Heartbeat. I hear your heartbeat to the beat of the drum.
I think it's done. We got the objective, by the way.
Hey!
So we can leave now.
Oh, where am I going? This way. This way. Is it this way? I dropped my torch in the garage.
Oh, here. Follow my light.
Yes, this way. Aha, yes.
Nice.
Outside, yay!
We did it. We found out what the ghost was.
Hey! We did it. We did it.
And we got all the objectives.
Oh, yes. So the ghost was, did we say it was a gory?
It's a Raiju.
Oh, was it the Raiju? Why have I gone into this menu? I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I'm on my controller myself. It's very strange. So
I think also with running, the other thing that helped me a lot is I tend to be the kind of person that when a lot is happening and a lot of stressful things are going on at once, I tend to let that kind of, I become I go inward a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like all I can see.
Okay.
And I forget that there is a massive world out there.
Yeah.
So when I started running and just like I would just run through the park, or I would run through Old Town, wherever I was, it allowed me to see like there's a whole world out here that is so much bigger than just me. And maybe what I'm going through, it sucks, but maybe the detrimental feeling I have, it doesn't have to be that big.
Yeah.
And so it kind of let me have a little breathing room, which was very much needed.
Yeah. Do I need to...
You just need to circle it.
I've circled it already.
You've circled it? That's all you got to do.
Sweet.
Sweet. I will close the truck.
Close it.
This house is done.
Run. Ha! Screw you, Raiju. I take it very personally. I don't know why. I don't know what it is with me in games like this. I take every game I play way too personal, and I really shouldn't do this.
Like, why are you doing this to me?
It's like, why? Why are we here? What is this? What are you talking about? Oh my goodness me, I'm level 5. How did that happen?
Look at you.
I'm winning at life.
Killing it. You are killing it.
No, because then it would be the ghost, and I don't want to add to the ghost population. See, obviously, there's these kind of games here, and you've mentioned some of the things that you're into. How do you find our spirituality? Spirituality is something that's quite important to you, not necessarily religion, but spirituality as a whole. Obviously, my partner is very much into crystals. We've mentioned things like smudging through the house and using different objects. How important are things like that to you normally?
I find them to be extremely important. Even if it's just for my state of mind that certain things make me feel safer. There are things that I went through a few years ago that made me feel very unsafe. Hence the reason I started going to the gym. I wanted to get stronger. I felt like I needed to be able to physically protect myself.
Yeah.
And I had dabbled in the crystals and that kind of side of spirituality years ago, and I was very much more well versed in it then, and I had gotten away from it, and so I started to go back to it because I remembered how much it helped me to feel more secure and safe in my own space. And so when I moved to this home, I wanted to make sure that I felt safe here as well as my children felt safe here, and we could kind of start to rebuild and really start our lives kind of fresh. And so it's very important to me. The feeling of safety is the number one thing that it's very important to me that I feel safe, and things like that, like having certain crystals and gems around, help give me that peace.
Yeah, it's again, like we were talking about with the physical aspect of people and their own mental health aspect. I think too often people hear the word spirituality and instantly think religion.
Yeah.
Which to me is, it's understandable.
Two completely different things, to me, at least. I see it as two completely different things.
No, I'm the same. And it's through, I don't want to say through like self-discovery, but it's through actual discovery. I've kind of taken it upon myself to say, look, just because I don't understand this thing doesn't mean that I'm just going to assume that I know what it is and everyone else is wrong. There has to be some element of, personal research. You have to look into things. You have to find out. No one owes it to you to tell you all the information that they think you should know. You need to take some form of personal.
No one has to be your teacher. Yeah,
exactly. It's no one else's obligation to be your teacher. And I mean, I kind of see parenting the same way. It's different when the kids are younger and literally don't know what's going on. But my son's 16 now. I believe I don't tell him what to do. I don't tell him what he's going to do with his life. I don't tell him what I want him to do with it, because it's his life. He needs to go out and find himself.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's the one that has to live with that.
Exactly. He kind of has to, power through and do things as he needs to. I don't have to live with the consequences of his choices. He does. Have you found that through your own self-discovery, it's helped you be a bit more comfortable with yourself? Because often some people find like self-discovery, they find out things about themselves that just they never thought they would find, or that they never wanted to. How has your self-discovery journey, I suppose, helped shape who you are as a person now?
I feel like it made me a much stronger person. If you had met me 4 years ago, completely different person. I was in an abusive marriage. It was a terrible situation. I had become someone that when I looked in the mirror, I didn't know who I was anymore. Yeah. And when I got out of that relationship, I would talk to my friends who didn't know that I was in that situation, as most people don't when you're in an abusive relationship. People don't know. Yeah. And they would say, like, I would have, like, how? How was that able to happen to you? Like, you're such a strong woman. How did that happen to you? Yeah. I'm like, because they broke me. And so realizing that and admitting that I was broken and I needed to put my pieces back together. Yeah. Not that I am thankful for being in that relationship, but I came out 10 times stronger than I ever was before. Yeah. I don't take any shit anymore. Guaranteed. Yeah. And the partner I'm with now is the same exact way. Yeah. And he has he knows that, like, I'm not going to take any shit. Yeah. So when I started this, internet journey, he was like, I would be worried, but, like, I'm not. Yeah. Because I've seen you handle your own. I think you'll be all right.
You got this.
You're okay. I found my journey of, like, self-discovery kind of happened later in life and happened through trauma healing with, thank God, with an awesome therapist.
Yeah.
But it really made me so much more confident and comfortable with myself, because I had become very uncomfortable in my own skin. Like I didn't know who I was anymore. But through the trauma reprocessing and that therapy came a new and better and stronger version of myself.
Yeah, it's almost like that. It was, to use the old metaphor, you went through the pain, the scarring, as it were. And your body scabbed over, it cocooned itself, and now the butterfly, as it were, has come from the cocoon and is now where it is now.
100%.
Yeah, it's a very, very poetic, and I like that. I like that description. I'm one of those, I just go, I don't know, I just exist, I live through things, and I'm kind of where I am now. I personally, I did some reading on different psychological approaches, and I discovered Alfred Adler. Don't know if it's a psychologist you've ever heard of. He's not as well known as Freud and so on, but it's very much a unique take on things, where every reaction that we have is a choice. Like even anger is a choice. We don't know we're doing it necessarily, but anger is a choice. You can choose to be. If someone claims, oh, it was an emotional reaction, it's like that's kind of implying that you're not in control of your own emotions. And if you're not in control of yourself, then who is in control of you?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to feel like, no, literally everything I do. I've also got rid of this whole. Like even TwitchCon, let's use that as an example, since we're on the streaming side of things. I thought I wanted to go to TwitchCon in Amsterdam. If I wanted to go, I would have gone. So instead of saying, I can't go because of this, I just accept that I don't want to go. If I wanted to find the money to travel, I would have.
Yeah.
Instead of like going for the whole, I can't because I can't do this. I just don't want to go through the effort of trying to accumulate the money.
Don't feel like going.
I just don't want. Do I need to do it? Have I readied up? Have I?
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, we're good. Now we're good. I wasn't sure if I had that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that my side of things, my own journey of self-discovery was like that. It was just an acceptance of, no, man, stop looking for reasons to not do something. Just admit you just don't want to do it. Just be honest with yourself.
And it's so nice when you realize that, and then there's no pressure anymore, and you're just like, I just want to fucking do it, so I'm not.
Exactly. And I love that side of it. It's nice to be able to just go, fuck it.
No, not doing it.
I'm like you. I don't socialize a lot anyway. I don't go outside unless I have to. I don't. I quit drinking 8 years ago this year. I quit smoking, I quit drinking, I quit all forms of other intoxicants, which YouTube might ban me for mentioning, but screw it, I don't care. Yeah, literally everything cold turkey, December 2014. I realised I was a complete dick on most of those things. I went, nah, screw it, I just don't want to be a dick anymore. And yeah, it makes a difference. I think this whole thing of, I can't, needs to be replaced with, I just don't want to.
I just don't want to. And that should be accepted. Like, that should be okay.
I agree 100%. And it's something I'm not going to teach my son, but I am going to tell him, just do what you want to do.
It's tarot cards. Oh my God, we get to play tarot roulette later. Oh my God. That is so exciting. You're going to love it.
This is the point I need to call Z back in. She likes her tarot cards. Apparently there's Pokemon tarot cards. I was unaware of this.
Seriously?
Yeah. I found them. I need to stop going on Amazon. Honestly, I have spent so much money on that damn website in the past. I should add, other online purchasing websites are available. We're not sponsored, sadly.
Wish.
I mean, if Jeff Bezos wants to sponsor me, I ain't going to say that.
Exactly. Daddy Bezos needs to come sponsor me. That would be great.
If he fancies just a quick trip back from the moon or from space or wherever the bloody hell is.
Yeah, wherever the hell he is now.
Whichever different galaxy he's decided to go and explore for today. Goodness me. So would you class yourself as, there's this distinction amongst streamers now, I am a small streamer, I'm a big streamer. Would you ever put yourself into any of those kind of classifications? And if so, where would you say you're at just now? I
don't know that I would put myself, I would say right now I'm a small streamer, but I wouldn't classify myself as that because I want to grow.
Yeah.
I want to continue to form a community, of people, of like-minded, individuals who are open and accepting. And my number one goal has always been to create a space that people can go and feel safe and forget about all the bullshit that they might be going through in life at that moment. Because that's what I needed sometimes, was just a simple, give me a few hours on a Monday to just not think about this thing that's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in this room.
Yeah, it's a 3. We got a 3.
It's always a basement ghost in this house, I swear.
To be fair, I would probably classify myself as a basement ghost if I had a...
It's always been, was that the bone? Because I haven't found it yet. I'll look for it later.
No, that's the axe. I thought it was a bone.
So I would definitely say that, right now I'm definitely a small streamer right now with potential.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say, with potential.
I'm like you. I don't really like the classifications as such, because I think streamers are streamers, and why should we put any form of limitations on what they're doing?
100%. Yeah.
Too many people, you get those people who all of a sudden they become classified as a big streamer, and then they, I don't know, they just sort of check themselves out of everything else and think they're above and beyond the small streamers that they once were.
Exactly. And I never want to forget, what it was like to start out, and how nerve-wracking it was, and how much work you had to put into it.
Yeah, it's so much work to be in any form of content creation. Any form of content creation. I mean, I tried to set myself a challenge of, create X amount of content, do X, Y, and Z as often as I can. And I ended up just giving up, because I thought there's no point in putting that kind of, I don't want to say restriction on myself, but essentially putting that kind of restriction on myself. What kind of advice would you give to yourself now? I won't say to other streamers, because we can never, I never understand that. What advice would you give to someone else in your shoes? Get my shoes off and let me get them back on myself, please. But what if you could go back to just as you were starting out on this kind of journey of content, as it were? What would you advise yourself?
I would tell myself to be a little more guarded. My partner tells me this, and my parents tell me this all the time. You give too much of yourself too fast, and you trust way too soon. And you would think after what I've been through, I'd quit doing that shit, but I don't. No. Because it's ingrained. And I blame my mother, because she constantly tries to see the best in everyone, and it rubbed off, and I'm still bitter about it. But I would say be a slightly more guarded, and just to keep yourself a little safe. Just because they say it on the internet, unfortunately, doesn't make it true.
Agreed. There are too many people who don't know that boundaries still have to be a thing. Just because you're on the internet and you think you're safe doesn't mean you actually are.
100%.
Yeah, self-security is just as important as everything else these days.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm going to put you there. Don't know why.
Because definitely when you start, people look for people who are just starting. Yes. And they want to get a reaction out of you, and they want, and they'll just straight lie about doing things it's insane. And I don't know why I thought, that's not going to happen to me.
No, exactly.
That was naive.
We're all too naive. I think
exactly.
That is the key word to it for me anyway. Naivety for so many people. It's just okay, I'm on the internet. Nothing can hurt me.
Yeah, that's not how this works.
No. The whole.
Where are you in the house? There you are.
Hello.
Okay, step out of the room for just a second. So Spirit Box is alone for this one, which means no one else can be in the room. It's annoying. Nope, are you here? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you close? Are you here? Are you friendly? Ooh, she an old bitch.
I'm going to say nothing else other than thank you for the clip that will definitely get used by itself. Hello, who are you? Are you here? Wow, she's an old bitch.
She an old bitch.
Oh, sweet Jesus. There's a YouTube short if ever I've heard of it.
We've got Spirit Box and freezing. Okay. So we're getting there. What are we not going to get? We're not going to get dots. Perfect. I don't have to worry about going and grabbing them. Excuse me, ma'am. Where are you? I didn't get a picture of you.
Onryo. So what we got could be Moroi, Onryo, Twins, or the Mimic.
Oh, I should go check my sanity.
What else would we find if it was?
Because a Moroi will curse you and drain your sanity and then murder you.
What was the other one? I'm really bad for just going, oh, I think I know what it is really early. There's a reason I'm only level 5.
It's definitely this. It's totally this.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that.
Yep, I just throw it straight in from the start. It's this. Tell you
Yep.
now, it's this one.
Yep, and I've had such confidence, and I'm like, this is definitely it, 100%. And then the ghost goes, "You are an idiot," and no, I am not that. Okay, we needed to blow out a candle, so I'm gonna light one of these
Screwed
bitches.
that up. Have you checked for fingerprints already?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to grab fingies? I just yeeted that camera. I meant to put it on there. Okay. Oh, do you want to grab a book too?
Yes. What would help is if I picked up the right torch, not the. There we go.
Oh, I forgot to check sanity. I mean, I've seen better days.
Yeah,
I'm sure
to
we'll be
fair-
fine.
Ha! Lol, mine was at 69. Sorry.
Oh, I took a picture when I reached level 69 on here. I was like, screenshot.
Sold. Moving forward.
Put that one in the books.
So when we mentioned the whole, the idea of not being a small streamer, not being a large streamer, he says you'd like to consider yourself as someone who has room to grow, somewhere to progress. What is growth to you? What do you see as growth within this little world of streaming that we're in these days?
I mean, my ideal situation would be to be able to do this full time. I would absolutely love to do this full time, but I think I wouldn't consider myself successful with it until I had a community, until I really did create that safe space and people did truly feel safe. And when they came to my stream, they felt like they could relax and truly get away for a little bit.
Oh, we've got fingerprints.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, sweet. So it is a
Mimic.
All
Yay!
right, we need to prevent with a crucie, so I'm going to grab a couple crucies.
Cool.
And then we can play tarot roulette.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
I found another. What was the mannequin's name again? Oh, God.
I think it's hunting. You need to go hide.
I can't even see where I'm going because I forgot to take.
Yeah,
my
it's
torch.
hunting.
I think it's gonna get me. Ah, damn it!
Oh no, did it get you?
I did a die.
Oh no.
I did a death.
Where did you die?
I think I was still downstairs hiding behind one of the buckets.
Oh, you should have been fine. That sucks. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple crucies.
I went behind the bins.
I'm going to take some sanity pills because I have seen better days.
I know that feeling all too well. Right, I can update.
This should be fine. Either this will be fine or I too will die. We'll see.
Something's going to happen. Right, I won't.
We can still do the tarot. You'll be able to watch me do it. You just won't be able to I
got you.
Oh, it turned the breaker off. Oh, she a nasty hoe. I'm gonna turn it back on.
Do you know what's really disappointing about this is when you're a ghost, you still move just as slowly as if you were alive.
You have unlimited
Sprint.
yeah, which is
Yeah, I just think
I wish they would do that in the game.
I'd like to be able to just float.
Open.
I'd like to be Gengar. Where am I? Oh yeah.
One there. One right here. And I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, I'm following. IR ghost. Ooh, you're technically still being hunted, just now by me.
You can pick objects up and throw them at me.
Yeah, I was going to go and get the
As
teddy
a
bear off the
ghost.
bed.
Yeah.
That used to be me and Dan's
All
favorite
right.
way of just tormenting each other.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the tarot.
Right, I'm with you.
And I mean I might die too, who knows?
Those storage. Whoever it is has moved into this house quite recently, or moved out quite recently, and they really haven't taken all their storage stuff with them. It's very disappointing.
Yeah.
It's like, take your things with you. Also, what have they been reading? What's on the table? Cooking Pro. Are you
Cooking
would you
Pro.
consider yourself to be someone who's quite avid cook?
Yes.
What's your go-to? What's your favorite kind of thing to sit and cook?
I make a mean chicken piccata.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you had me at chicken.
Yeah.
You had me at chicken. I'm in.
That's my go-to.
Can you post it? I mean, I appreciate Scotland's quite far away.
You pan fry it, like you bread it. So it's a thin. You gotta smash that bitch out, make it thin chicken breast. Then you bread it, pan fry it, and then you take the same pan. So you keep the chicken warm in the oven, and then you keep the same pan. You do a little bit of butter, and then you do some white wine. You scrape the bits off the bottom of the pan, and then you do some lemons. And the trick is you cut the lemons in half, right? You juice them, and then you put it zest side down into the pan. You let that shit simmer. Put some chicken stock in there. You let it reduce down by about half. Best sauce, and then you add a tablespoon of butter at the end. You stir it in and makes it like silk. Mm-hmm. And then you spoon that over the chicken. You make some homemade mashed potatoes, honey.
Oh, well, it's been nice doing this interview. I'm going to go eat. I'm now hungry as fuck. See, now,
Best thing in the world.
Food is, like, I don't think there's anything better in this world, if I'm brutally honest.
No, there's not.
There's
literally
just
not.
nothing that can. But at the same time, there's also nothing as disappointing in this world as expecting something from food and getting nothing that you wanted.
And getting nothing from it. Yeah.
Disappointing.
That's the worst. Mm-hmm.
It's very disappointing. Do you have a particular, like, obviously that's your own, but now this is a question I used to ask to people all the time, okay, and we're going to bring it back for this show. Your go-to takeaway. Now, I don't just want, like, style, we don't just want, like, pizza, Chinese, Italian. I want your go-to order for a takeaway.
If I'm being honest, it's Taco Bell.
Okay.
Do you have Taco Bell?
We do now, yes. I have
You do have
walked
Taco
past one
Okay.
about 3 hours ago. It was very tempting.
It's Taco Bell. And when I get Taco Bell, I'm not just getting like, oh, I'm going to get a taco. No, I'm going to feed a family of 5 unto myself. I get a cheesy gordita crunch.
Okay.
I get a Doritos Locos Tacos, obviously. Yeah. I get a Crunchwrap Supreme. Mm. I get a chalupa. I get a cheesy chicken quesadilla. And then I get like a 5-pack of the Cinnabon Delights.
Okay.
I cannot have any plans after Taco Bell, usually, or the next day.
I was going to say for at least 48 hours.
Yeah, like this is like a Friday night and I have no plans for the weekend kind of meal that happens.
It's like, oh, you thought we were doing this on Saturday. No.
Yeah.
We're not anymore.
Like the stretchy pants come out. Like I want to be left alone. I don't want to talk to anybody. This is my weekend.
Stretch pants nowadays. That's all. Everything I buy is elasticated at the waist. It has to be.
Me and Taco Bell need full weekends together if we're gonna go down.
I can just see it now, just being like, nah, just throw out. Sorry. Even new partner? Yeah, great, cool, lovely, but no, Taco Bell.
Yeah, no. I had Taco Bell. I can't.
I'm going to have to clip that out. I'm going to have to clip it out and see. Obviously, it's the UK version, so I'm guessing we're probably not going to have everything exactly the same. I'm going to have to hunt some of these things down now. Because my son's tried it. He's had it, but Z and I haven't tried it yet. And yeah, I mean, it's Friday. It's Thursday. Why not? It's not Friday. What am I talking about?
Yeah, put aside a day. Just in case.
See, I'm very much I'm a Chinese takeaway person. Like, give me Asian food and I'm in. But the hotter the better. Like, I love spice. Spice is good. Very good. Give me the heat. Z, can't take it.
Yeah, my partner loves spicy food. Adores it. We'll sit at the dinner table and eat peppers.
Yeah.
I am limited on my spice intake. I like a little bit.
Oh, no.
Which is coming. I've come very far. I used to think that ketchup was a bit too much. I've really grown. I have grown as a spice lover.
Ketchup.
But I'm not at the I want to torture my butthole in 3 hours type of spice person yet.
I want to burn every single time. Way in, way out.
Every orifice gone.
If I'm not sweating by the end of the meal, it wasn't enough. If there's not just drips coming off my head when I'm done, no, it's not worth it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Wow, what a tangent to go off onto. Mental health, mental well-being. How have we coped during COVID? Sweat. Literal sweat and burning on the way in and the way out.
And burning.
How will we go?
It's hunting.
Dun, 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 dun.
You can go see it.
Where is she? Hello. I keep saying she. Was it definitely she? I feel bad. I feel like I'm misgendering her.
Russell Anderson.
Russell. Hey, Russell. Russell, wake up. I don't like this. Why am I singing that song?
Because it's stuck in everyone's heads. They did it again.
I can't stand it. I've never watched the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things, and then I watched season 4 just randomly because Z and my son wanted to watch it, and now I'm stuck with it in my head constantly. There's now a fly on my screen. Get off, you little pest. Go.
I watched the first season up to the last episode, and then I just stopped.
Nothing. Yeah. What would be your sort of go-to thing? Are you more of a TV person or a movie person?
No, I am more of a movie person. Okay. And I watch the same movies over and over again.
Glad it's not just me. What's your go-to then? Give me your
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the giveaway is kind of in a lot of your Twitch notifications.
Yeah.
Men of the West. It comes across and everything. See, this is the thing. I have, like I've said before, as we started this, an avid, an adept fear. I don't do horror at all. Give me zombies. I'm the happiest guy in the world. I love zombies. Do you have a zombie survival plan for yourself and for your kids?
100%.
Good. That's okay. I just want to make sure 100%. Everyone has one. It's very underrated.
I'm ready. I've watched all the movies. I've played enough games. I got a place. I got the things set.
I know exactly what's going on, when it's going on, and why it's going on. Ooh, the cross is glowing on the floor. Hello, cross.
Yeah, it's because it ate it.
I mean...
It eats it.
We were talking about food, and it ate oh, there's my dead corpse. Hello, me. Ah!
Okay.
Jeepers, I just teabagged myself unintentionally.
All right, the hunt is over. So I'm going to play with some tarot cards.
I'm coming back upstairs.
We're going to see what we get. I should probably go out and take some pills, actually, because I'm probably horribly low on sanity right now.
Because there's no better way to spend a Thursday afternoon.
And then we'll flip the two. So each card has a different meaning and what it'll do.
Okay. Yeah, I think I messed up the last time I did this because I just started mucking around with the tarot cards without really knowing what I was doing. I was like, I'm going to flip this one. Well done, you've pissed it off, Smack. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Now it...
Can't help myself. Oh. Oh no, it's frozen. Oh no! We may have lost Salem. Oh no! Something happened! Oh no, I think we lost Salem. Be right back. So we have an audio Salem. An audio Salem has returned. There we go, and we have a video.
You're back.
Well.
I heard the thunder, and I was like, it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen.
It's okay. I did a brief. Don't worry, folks. We'll be right back. Well, listen. Okay, what we're actually going to do is I'm going to do the sensible thing here because I've taken up over an hour of your time already, and I need to eat as well for my evening.
Oh, that went fast.
But I think what comment section needs to do is leave a comment below stating how much they enjoyed this episode and how much they want you back for an episode 2. I think everyone's going to want you back for an episode 2 because
I would love to do it.
This has been amazing. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. Like you say, the hour has just flown past.
Yeah.
Sitting here. It's been amazing. We only got like 2 games, not even finished 2 games out of it. We were still just sitting going. It's brilliant. But this, yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better guest to come back for our return to the episode. So from me personally, thank you so much for being a part of this. Just remind everyone again where they can find you. The links will be down in the description, but by all means, this is your moment. Sell yourself. Go.
You can find me on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, Salem84012, variety streamer. We do a lot of Sims, a lot of spooky games. Just would love to have everyone come over and just chill and hang out. That's what I like to do most.
Yeah, and if they go over to your Twitch channel, I believe your schedule is up on there as well.
Yes.
So people can see when you're going live, and if they click the follow button while they're there, A, they'll know when you go live, and B, they won't be fucking disappointed either, because chilling in your streams is definitely one of the more positive environments that I've come across. I always say you never need to tell everyone that if you have a safe space, because people know it by being within it.
Yeah.
You never told me when I came into your streams that you were trying to create a safe space, but I know that you have, because by coming into it and seeing the way your community interacts with both you and people who are new into it is very, very positive to see. So for me personally, thank you for being the human that you are. Please continue to do it. If you don't, I will travel all the way over to the East Coast and come and throw things at you. I'm going
to hold you to that.
I mean, it's a fucking big coast. It'll probably take me a while. But I can't lie. My sense of direction shit. I'll probably end up north. I'll be in fucking Alaska or something, knowing me going, Salem said they were here. I don't know what happened. But yes, thank you very much for joining us, and you will be back for an episode 2 of that, there is no doubt. What I would like from the comment section, though, is please leave some comments down below as to what games you think Salem and I could play. It could be good fun. I think I'm down for a laugh. Salem, thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to be in touch with you again on Discord very, very soon, and we will catch up and sort something out for the next episode.
Awesome. That sounds great. Thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate it. I love this.
Phenomenal human. To everyone who is in the chat and in the comments, please, if you haven't done so already, click subscribe, and we will see you for episode 2, where we might be joined by a certain Pokemon pal that you've found on some of our other channels. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of yourselves. Be safe, be well, and have a wonderful day. Mwah. Peace.
Self-destruct initiated.